Good afternoon and welcome to this walkthrough of the Chloris Platform. My name is Tom Bardenost. I'm part of the commercial team at Chloris Geospatial, and I'm very excited to show you some of the features of our platform today. So to start off, we're in our demo portfolio here. Let me scroll down and take us into a site. Let's look at this Kiosema Red Plus project in Cambodia. And if I click on this maps icon here, it takes us to our first map, the above ground biomass stock map. Now, right now, we are looking at it in terms of tons of biomass. This is easily changeable up here to view the mass units in terms of tons of carbon equivalent. We can also change the area unit from hectares to square kilometers. Now, the above ground biomass stock map shows the distribution of biomass across the entire project area, ranging from areas of high biomass density, shown by these darker blue pixels here, all the way to areas of low biomass density shown by the green and white pixels. This is also viewable on this key here on the right, which you can click on to make the layer transparent, to view the satellite image below, or simply scroll on to. At the bottom here, we have our time series ranging from the year 2000 all the way up to 2022. I'm going to click on the year 2010 here. I believe this is the project start date. And you can click play here to loop through the entire time series and view these biomass changes over the full time period. Now, we can also click on this layers button at the bottom here and add a non-forest mask, which will mask out all the areas of non-forest, leaving you with the stock of the forested areas only. I'm going to take that away and move on to our next map here, which is the above ground biomass change map. This shows change on an annual basis, gains being these green pixels, and losses shown by these red and orange pixels down here. White pixels indicate a non-statistically significant change for that given year. And you can do the same functionalities as you've just seen. Now, the last map I'm going to show you is our forest cover map. This map is based on our spatially explicit biomass estimates, meaning that we differentiate between forest and non-forest based on a biomass threshold. This threshold is fully customizable and can be set to whatever biomass value is desired. Now, nice thing about this layer is that we can add additional layers, including forest degradation, forest area loss, and forest area gain. You can also add these layers to the above ground biomass stock and change maps too. If we zoom in here, we can see a bit better what is going on. We can see the degradation shown by the yellow pixels, losses shown, forest area loss shown by the red pixels, and some forest area gain shown by these turquoise pixels. So this gives you an overview of our three maps. I'm going to click on this charts icon here to take us to our charts, starting off with the annual stock chart over the entire time period. Now, this can be shown for all the biomass in the project area. It can also be shown for the forest area only. Similarly, it can be shown for, across the whole project area, and then on a per hectare basis, looking at density. If you want to zoom into a particular time period, you can simply highlight that time period and zoom in as follows. So the next chart we produce is this annual change chart, gains shown by this green line, the net change shown by this blue line, and losses shown by this red line. Similarly, you can look at the density as well as the total. We produce a density distribution histogram. You can cycle through the years here and look at how density distribution has changed over time. Moving on to annual forest cover, this shows changes in annual forest cover based on area throughout the whole time period. We also produce a graph of annual forest change showing gains in these turquoise bars and losses in these red bars. And finally, we disaggregate reporting on degradation and forest area loss. Degradation shown in yellow and forest area loss shown in this rouge color. At the bottom here, you'll see the small portion shown by this beige color. These are losses outside of forested areas. Now, all these charts are downloadable as CSV files. You can also do that up here via downloads. You can print these as part of a report, and you can hit this comparison feature, which will allow you to compare two sites side by side, both on the charts also on the maps, and on this homepage icon, which I'll move us to now. On this homepage, we see a set of summary statistics ranging from the total area of the site, shown here, and the above ground biomass stock in the year 2022, the total stock, as well as the average density and the forest stock. Below that, we can see the change of the entire time period, looking at the gains and the losses, and then the net effect, both in tons of biomass as well as in percentage. Underneath this, we can see change in the final year. This is, you're able to change this and look at whatever time period you might be interested in. So we could say, go back to 2010 up until present, or not present, but 2022, and see that, that effect there. Now, I'm going to take us back to the overview of the portfolio here. And before I conclude, I want to show you quickly up here this REDD+ project library. This is a product we are about to launch, which will be a library of roughly 50 REDD+ projects, which contains all the maps, stats, and charts that I would have just showed you. So thank you very much for listening. And if you'd like to learn more, please get in touch. And we hope to hear from you soon.